안녕하세요. Essential Korean K-쌤입니다. I may sound a little different from the usual. That's because I think I'm coming down with a cold, so please excuse my voice. Okay, with that out of the way, in this episode, we'll do two things. First, we'll be revisiting sentences from previous episode to learn how to pronounce the co-conjunctive in casual colloquial language. After that, I'll be showing you an approach to creating complex Korean sentences that will provide an excellent framework for you to build off of. Let's get right into it. In everyday speech, you'll hear people pronouncing ko more like ku. I do too. When I'm talking with friends or family, and when I'm not particularly conscious of how I'm speaking, you are likely to catch me pronouncing the ko in the co-conjunctive or the ko in 하고, the noun connector meaning and, as 구. Why don't we review the 4 sentences from episode 37, but with the casual way of pronouncing ko? Let's start with the first sentence, with a little tweak for practice. In place of the same sentence where you pretended to be the person and said, "My husband speaks Korean to me and I speak English to my husband," this time, pretend that you are reporting to me that Jung-soo, who is married to an American, speaks English to her husband and her husband speaks Korean to Jung-soo. Please repeat after me to say Jung-soo speaks English to her husband and her husband speaks Korean to Jung-soo while noting the ko in the co-conjunctive being pronounced as 구. I'll give you the English cues before the Korean for the first round. As for Jung-soo to her husband, 정수 씨는 남편한테 speaks English and 영어하고 정수's husband to 정수, 정수 씨 남편은 정수 씨한테 speaks Korean, 한국말 해요. Now without the cues in English. 정수 씨는 남편한테 영어하고 정수 씨 남편은 정수 씨한테 한국말 해요. 정수 씨는 남편한테 영어하고 정수 씨 남편은 정수 씨한테 한국말 해요. You sound even more like a native Korean than the last episode. Air high fives to you. Moving on to the next sentence, sentence 2. I watch dramas and I listen to the EK podcast. This was your answer to my question. How do you study Korean? 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? Let's use a bit of a different scenario for practice. This time, pretend you are having a casual conversation at a company lounge with your boss, who is Korean. She's been quite impressed with the progress you've been making and has just asked you, 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? Well, you watch K-dramas and listen to our podcast. How would you answer the question then? Firstly, since you're talking to your boss, you'll use the humble form I, 저, referring to yourself. Utilize the co-conjunctive and pronounce the ko like 구 as many natives do. Again, I'll give you the English cues before the Korean for the first round. Repeat after me to answer the question from your boss. 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? As for I, 저는 watch dramas and 드라마 보고 listen to the EK podcast. EK 팟캐스트 들어요. 저는 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 들어요. 저는 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 들어요. Very nice. On to the next scenario. You study Korean by watching K-dramas, listening to our podcast, and practice with study buddies. Now your Korean boss, impressed with the progress you've been making, asks you the question, 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? How do you study Korean? You'll sound like a native Korean in casual conversation as you say 구 for the ko's in the co-conjunctive, as well as for the ko in the particle with a meaning with or and. So why not just do that? Repeat after me. I'll give you the English cues before the Korean in the first round. As for I, 저는 watch dramas and 드라마 보고 listen to the EK podcast and EK 팟캐스트 듣고 with study buddies, study buddy 하고 practice, 연습해요. 저는 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 듣고 study buddy 하고 연습해요. 저는 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 듣고 study buddy 하고 연습해요. Now the next sentence is a bit longer compared to the previous two and is a great example to introduce one of the methods of approaching complex sentences in Korean. Note though that the complex sentences we deal with in this episode are difficult primarily due to length rather than any unfamiliar verb conjugations, verbal conjunctives, or difficult expressions. Now, do you recall what I suggested about dealing with longer sentences from previous episodes? I've suggested you should think of the sentence in terms of blocks or chunks. I believe it's a good habit to establish, not only for longer sentences, but even shorter ones for building Korean proficiency more efficiently, given the fluid nature of the word order in Korean syntax. We'll do some analysis of the Korean language next. I present this to help you see the language at work, with the hopes that it makes gaining proficiency feel easier, both when crafting sentences to say or when breaking down a Korean sentence that contains unknown elements you must parse through. Now, with that premise made clear, let's walk through the process of what I call block building. In the case where you watch dramas, listen to the podcast, practice with study buddies, write emails to your Korean friends, and also text with the friends, the first block is watching, the second block is listening, the third block is practicing, and the fourth block is writing, and finally, the fifth block is texting. Thus, the bare bone of the sentence with these blocks would be watch and 보고, listen and 듣고, practice and 연습하고, write and 쓰고, text, 문자해요. 보고, 듣고, 연습하고, 쓰고, 문자해요. Now, into each of those blocks, we add the relevant element in front of the verbs. To the first block of watching, we add the element of K-dramas. So we have K-drama 보고. To the second block of listening, we add the element of Essential Korean Podcast. So we have Essential Korean Podcast 듣고. To the third block of practicing, we add the element of with study buddies. Study buddy 하고. So we have study buddy 하고, 연습하고. To the fourth block of writing, we add the element of emails to your Korean friends. 한국 친구들한테 이메일. So we have 한국 친구들한테 이메일 쓰고. And finally, to the fifth block of texting, add the element of with the friends. 친구들하고. So we have 친구들하고 문자해요. Let's now bring all blocks together. Please repeat after me to answer your boss's question. 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? and tell I watch K-dramas, listen to the K-podcast, practice with study buddies, write emails to my Korean friends, and text with a friend. I'll say this as I would when I'm engaged in a natural, casual conversation, pronouncing the 고 more like 구. Here comes the sentence, with the English cues in the first round. As for I, 저는 watch K-dramas and 한국 드라마 보고 listen to the EK podcast and EK podcast 듣고 practice with study buddies and study buddy하고 연습하고 write emails to Korean friends and 한국 친구들한테 이메일 쓰고 text with a friend. 친구들하고 문자해요. In this round, one action at a time. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 듣고 스터디 버디하고 연습하고 한국 친구들한테 이메일 쓰고 친구들하고 문자해요. Now in this round, watching and listening in one take, practice in another take, and writing and texting in the last take. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 듣고 스터디 버디하고 연습하고 한국 친구들한테 이메일 쓰고 친구들하고 문자해요. Finally, watching, listening, practicing, writing, and texting all at once. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 EK 팟캐스트 듣고 스터디 버디하고 연습하고 한국 친구들한테 이메일 쓰고 친구들하고 문자해요. Excellent. Now, what do you actually do to study and learn Korean? You may be taking an online course or taking a class at a local college. If you decide to participate in our cohort-based program this fall, you can add one more verb, 수업 듣다, which means to take an academic course. If you're saying, isn't 듣다 the verb which means to listen or to hear? You're right. They are homonyms. With an academic course, 듣다 would mean to take. So, to say I'm taking the EK cohort course, you can say 나는 EK cohort 수업 들어요. 듣다 in the present tense, 고 conjunctive is 듣고. And 듣다 in the present tense in the informal polite style is 들 followed by 어요, which is pronounced 들어요. Imagine you watch K-dramas, take the EK cohort course, and practice with study buddies. And I ask you, 한국말 어떻게 공부해요? Now repeat after me to answer the question, pronouncing the 고 more like 구, as native Koreans in casual conversation would. As for I, 저는 watch K-dramas and 한국 드라마 보고 take the Essential Korean cohort course and Essential Korean cohort 수업 듣고 with study buddies, study buddy 하고 practice, 연습해요. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 Essential Korean core 수업 듣고 study buddy 하고 연습해요. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 Essential Korean Cohort 수업 듣고 스터디 버디하고 연습해요. 저는 한국 드라마 보고 Essential Korean Cohort 수업 듣고 스터디 버디하고 연습해요. Great job! These days, with so many streaming services, I don't go out of my ways to watch anything at their regular scheduled broadcast time, knowing I can watch them anytime I want. But I've come to have one exception recently. In recent weeks, I tried to do 본방사수 for one drama. 본방사수 literally means protecting the original broadcast, a bit of an exaggerated way of describing the action of watching a TV show when the original, not a rerun, is aired at the scheduled time. The drama I've been doing 본방사수 for in recent weeks is 이상한 변호사 우영우, which literally means strange attorney 우영우, known as Extraordinary Attorney Woo by its English title. 이상한 변호사 우영우 is what's called 수목 drama, literally means Wednesday, Thursday drama, for it is aired every Wednesday and Thursday. 요즘 나는 수요일하고 목요일에 이상한 변호사 우영우 본방사수해요. I'll break down the sentence into smaller parts. These days, 요즘, as for I, 나는 on Wednesday and Thursday, 수요일하고 목요일에 Extraordinary Attorney Woo, 이상한 변호사 우영우. Watch it at the regular scheduled time. 본방사수해요. 요즘 나는 수요일하고 목요일에 이상한 변호사 우영우 본방사수해요. This week also, I did 본방사수 for episode 14. 이번 주도 14회 본방사수 했어요. I'll use the next sentence as a tribute to the drama and Park Eun-bin, the actress who plays Attorney Woo, and to work through one more time how to make a sentence using the block building method I suggested earlier. If you watch the drama, you should be able to connect the 우영우 character with this sentence. If you haven't watched it, you're fine. Just imagine an extraordinary attorney's morning routine as you follow along the sentence. I'll say the sentence in one take. First, please listen. 아침 일찍 일어나고 샤워하고 아침은 김밥으로 먹고 헤드폰 끼고 지하철 타고 힘차게 출근해요. Now I'll break it down into 6 blocks. Get up early in the morning and 아침 일찍 일어나고 take a shower and 샤워하고 eat 김밥 as a breakfast choice and 아침은 김밥으로 먹고 wear the headphones and 헤드폰 끼고 ride the subway and 지하철 타고 energetically go to work. 힘차게 출근해요. The bare bone of the sentence consists of the first block of getting up, the second block of taking a shower, the third block of eating, the fourth block of wearing, the fifth block of getting on a means of transportation, and the sixth block of going to work. When you think about it, it's not such an out of the ordinary morning routine, right? Now, into each block, let's add additional piece or pieces of information in front of the verb. The first block of getting up and 일어나고, add early in the morning, which is 아침 일찍, So we have 아침 일찍 일어나고. To the second block of taking a shower and 샤워하고. We'll just leave it as is. To the third block of eating and 먹고. Let's add, as for breakfast, 아침은 김밥 as the choice, 김밥으로. So we have 아침은 김밥으로 먹고. To the fourth block of wearing and 쓰고, we'll add 헤드폰, the headphones, which 우영우 indeed wears almost always on the way to work. We have 헤드폰 끼고. To the fifth block of getting on a means of transportation and 타고, add 지하철, the subway. So we have 지하철 타고. And to the sixth block of heading to work, 출근해요. Add the adverb 힘차게, which describes a manner of being full of energy. So we have 힘차게 출근해요. Thus, we broke down the rather long sentence into 6 essential and manageable blocks and added additional relevant information into each block in front of the verb. Please repeat after me to describe Attorney Woo's morning routine while pronouncing the co-conjunctives as 구, as many native Korean speakers would. I'll give you the English cues before the Korean in the first round. Get up early in the morning and 아침 일찍 일어나고. Take a shower and 샤워하고. Eat 김밥 for breakfast and 아침은 김밥으로 먹고. Wear the headphones and 헤드폰 끼고. Ride on the subway and 지하철 타고. Head to work energetically. 힘차게 출근해요. In this round, one action at a time. 아침 일찍 일어나고. 샤워하고. 아침은 김밥으로 먹고. 헤드폰 끼고. 지하철 타고. 힘차게 출근해요. Now in this round, getting up and taking a shower in one take, having breakfast and wearing the headphones in another take, and riding the subway and going to work in the last take. 아침 일찍 일어나고 샤워하고. 아침은 김밥으로 먹고 헤드폰 끼고. 지하철 타고 힘차게 출근해요. Finally, getting up, taking a shower, having kimbap for breakfast, wearing headphones, riding the subway, and going to work all at once. 아침 일찍 일어나고 샤워하고 아침은 김밥으로 먹고 헤드폰 끼고 지하철 타고 힘차게 출근해요. Now, why don't you take a moment to describe Attorney Woo's morning routine with a chain of 6 actions by yourself. I'll wait. You all did great, everyone. I have a few announcements. On our website at essentialkorean.com, we now have the EK Podcast Forum space to which you can post questions about anything covered during our podcast. Our podcast section is open to all EK listeners, So if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. Next, I'm offering a 10-week cohort-based program, which is starting next month. I'll be personally leading our sessions and giving individual feedback to you. And by the end of the program, you'll be able to hold simple conversations in Korean comfortably. If you're interested, check out the program on our website. Also, I've been getting messages from EK podcast listeners all around the world, and I've really enjoyed hearing your stories and how you've come to learn Korean. Feel free to drop me a line, tell me where you're tuning in from, and say hello. Personally connecting with the listeners always makes my teaching feel more real as well as rewarding. On that note, I'll end today's episode here, and we'll be back soon with a new lesson. I apologize for my voice in this episode again, and thank you for listening. 고맙습니다.